Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at this beer. This beer is from the Sextant Craft Brewery, and this is Why So Sirius Pale Ale. There you go. Now, this is in Toronto. It's 4.8% alcohol. I'm going to I don't know. I don't know if this is a brick and mortar or just a contract. I'm going to assume a contract brewery, and I know you don't really want to make assumptions, but I've never really heard of them before. What do we have back here? Just as old world explorers and navigators looked to the stars as they set out on their adventures, Sextant Craft Brewery wants to take you on your own adventure by exploring the new world of premium craft beer. I don't think it's really a new world of premium craft beer. It's been around about 20 years. Cat, nobody wants you here. Nobody wants you here. Don't you knock over that camera. Don't you do it. They say that the rising of Sirius, the dog star, marks the beginning of the dog days of summer. But we don't need a bright blue star to tell us when to enjoy a beer with friends. Why So Sirius is our take on the quintessential APA. It offers a burst of citrus and pine on the nose, and the finish is crisp with just the right amount of bitterness, courtesy of an abundance of Cascade and Amarillo hops. It's refreshing, well-balanced, and perfect for dog days and the days in between. Seriously. Okay. Now we are going to pour this into the Ontario Craft Beer Week glass. Why do you have to give me your ass? What do you think of that? Oh, are you scared of it? Oh, Sextant, you've scared my cat. You've scared my cat. Whatever shall we do? So this is a glass that I received years ago. I did rinse it out. I did bottle brush it. I did realize that there was watermarks all over it because, yeah, it's one of the glasses that has sat in a drawer for 4 years. Since I acquired this glass at a Ontario Craft Beer Week launch party 4 years ago at Mill Street. So, beer, golden color, a little bit of haze. It had a nice bright white head. Is there a snap crackle pop? A little snap crackle pop. Scent. Okay. So the scent has that almost medicinal sweetness up at the forefront that comes on some beers. It also has a lot of pine and almost to the resiny end of the spectrum. It does say there's a citrus note on the nose. Not really getting it myself, but that doesn't mean it's not there. It just means I'm not getting it myself. Let's drink the beer and see what we think, shall we? Cheerio, good sirs and madams. Okay, so we still have that almost medicinal sweetness up at the forefront. Very, just sweetness mixing with hop resin. Basically, it's this medicinal sweetness that comes like almost metallic sweetness because of the hop resin mixing with the sweetness. Very hoppy, but not very hoppy at the same time. I don't know what they did, but it doesn't. It's not like the hops pop, but you know the hops are there. It has a very apparent lingering taste. Very apparent resiny lingering taste. There is that just resiny, woody bitterness. So the pine does come through, that pine oil type of taste. But that pine oil bitterness is almost completely combated with a slight orange citrus flavor, as well as a nice bready biscuitiness. This is an intriguing little beer. It isn't anything that that I would say you should write home to mom about or anything like that, but it's an intriguing little beer nonetheless. Hey, cat. Cat. Is there a laser on the table? Is there a laser on the table? You are by far the most unfun cat I've ever had. I don't like cats, though, so it is what it is. Excuse me. So a bready biscuitiness mixed with a little bit of citrus, mixed with piney resininess, and mixed with a forefront malt sweetness. Room temperature at the moment. Very refreshing beer, though. I mean, I could see myself sitting back and drinking it. And I was worried when I got into this. I was worried it was just going to be another Ontario Pale Ale, to be honest with you. And it does have a lot of flavors reminiscent of that, but it comes off more of an English Pale Ale than the pseudo APA Ontario Pale Ale. What? I know. Next time they leave, I'll make them take you too. You can't stand being left here alone with just me, can you? Anyway, out of 10 on this beer, probably a 7. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's 4.8% alcohol. It's drinkable. It just it doesn't hit the flavor profiles that I personally like, but I could see myself buying it again just to drink it again. There's absolutely nothing really wrong with it. If I had to say anything in the flavor that I didn't like, it would be the slightly medicinal taste. The cat is now trying to figure out why my picture is on the phone. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir, a bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye. Cheers. What do you want?